What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Hammer Lecter, and today we got the Scarecrow figure here from the DC Multiverse, which I'm actually very excited to check out. So in today's video, what we're going to do, of course, is to check out the figure, do some comparisons, and of course go through the articulation, and of course give you my thoughts and my opinions at the end of the video. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off here with the packaging, and this is the first time I'm actually getting this kind of size when it comes to the DC Multiverse. So as you can tell from my channel, I normally don't do DC figures. I do normally the Marvel Legends because, you know, it's all 6-inch, it's easier to collect. This one here is 7 inches, so it's a bit hard to put it next to my Marvel Legends, but I'm just really excited for this Dark Knight series here. Like, I mean, back in the day, as a kid growing up in the 90s and going through, you know, my teenage years back in 2000s, I think. So it was really cool to have like the Dark Knight trilogy, and when they came out with this, I told myself I really need to get this because I think all the sets here make a lot of make a lot of sense to get it. So we have the Scarecrow, and I do like the packaging over here. We do have the nice plastic clamshell, we have the Scarecrow on the sides, and also on the back here we have the product image and also the Build a Bane figure over here, which is pretty interesting. So without further talking, let's just unbox this bad boy up. Okay, so here is the Scarecrow figure, and I gotta say it looks really cool. And if we talk about accessories here, we don't have really much of it. Of course, we have the Build-A-Figure pieces from the Bane. So here are the arms without any interchangeable hands, which is pretty interesting. And if we go on to the Scarecrow here, we have 2 sets of hands. And this one is like the gun holding hands, which they don't give him any gun in the first place. So it's pretty interesting. I think you can buy the ammunition pack that does come, you know, I think I saw it being sold separately for about 20 bucks. So looking at a closer look on this figure, I mean, I gotta admit that the head sculpt on this looks really nice. One thing that DC I noticed does really well is the sculpting on their figures. The body size may sometimes look a little bit off. This one here looks really nice. He's a slim figure, so he doesn't have that big chest and all that. And you just look at his body, it looks really good. I'm just gonna brighten this up a little bit more, just to give it a little pizzazz. Okay. And you can see, like, it looks so good. Like, you can see the thread here. This is all plastic. This is not proper thread. You can see on his face as well. You can see that maggots like all coming out. You can see the threading on the top of the head as well, looking really good. And if we go on to all around his body, I think it looks really nice. His suit as well, like you can pull it off away, so you can actually pop it away. I'm not sure they can really take it off, doesn't seem that way. But the suit as well does have a nice texture to it as well. The pants, very good amount of details. The shoes as well looks really nice. Okay, and of course we go on to the hands, the arms here. As you can see, they have a wash to it. They have a nice dirty wash here. They give that very dirty cloak kind of feel. I really like the texture to it. It is made out of plastic, so it's not bendable or in a sense, but you know, you can just push it around. It'd be really cool if they gave us some white cape to it. Looking really nice. I think I gotta say, I mean, here looks really good. You can see even in the eyes there as well, you can see a little bit of some details on it. I gotta say, overall, I'm really impressed with this Scarecrow figure. So now I'm gonna move on to articulation here. I think this is where normally the DC figures do fall apart. So in terms of head movement, you can go all the way down this much, which isn't a lot because of his mask, and you can go up all the way this much. You can of course rotate it as much as you want. You can kind of tilt it and pivot it all around. Going on to the arms, you can spread out this much. You can rotate it 360 degrees. There is a bit of a bicep swivel, but it also works as your elbow joint, and it doesn't have any double jointed elbows. It is going at about 90 degrees for me here. And going on to the hands, I would assume that it is going to be quite limited due to the cloth here. So it is a bit limited, but you can rotate it a little bit. Yeah, you can rotate it as much as you want, and you can hinge it a little bit. And going on to the ab crunch, let's see what we can get. So you can kind of crunch forward a bit, this much, not a lot. And you can crunch backwards much more, so it's pretty interesting. Okay, it's not really too doing. And you do have a nice waist swivel here. Legs go far apart this much. Oh, that's a very interesting sound. Very, very wide. And you can kick forward. Let me see how much can you kick forward. Kick forward this much here, which isn't too bad. Okay, very long legs and double jointed knees, and then going on to the leg here, you do have some nice ankle pivot, and also you can hinge up and downwards, and surprising here, you do have nice toe pivot as well to articulation. So overall, very good articulation that comes with this Scarecrow figure. And measuring on this figure, it does stand in at about the 7-inch mark. And here he is next to an average 6-inch figure from Marvel Legends. Okay, so there he is, the Scarecrow figure. And for rating, I'm gonna give this a nice 6 out of 10. I mean, of course, it is limited by the articulation, but I gotta say the sculpting on this is really good. And the size of it as well is pretty good. I mean, if you're just a DC fan, I think this one here definitely fits the bill really, really nice. There isn't much to it when it comes to the face as well, but with the whole mask on it, I think it really, really blends in really nice with the whole Dark Knight trilogy. And I think it's an awesome figure, and I'm definitely going to keep this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash that subscribe button down below. And also do find me on my socials on Instagram at the Humble Lecter. And I'll see you guys in the next one.